What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? My music up really loud right now. Let me shut this shit off. There we go. Sweet. What do you do? You say playing some Overwatch? Yes, I love garbage internet. It is the best internet. Yeah, your internet makes you sound really crappy. Yeah, you're cutting out a lot. It's all good though. My Ninja 5! What's up, dude? My Ninja 5. I remember this guy. We played some Terraria together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna play some Shadowrun though. This game is awesome. It's like my favorite, one of my favorites, like top 3 favorite, like game universes. Shadowrun is awesome.
That's pretty cool. I've never played it.
It's actually based off of a RPG tabletop game
Nice.
from like 20 plus years ago, and it so like got trolls, dwarves, humans, elves, and it's got like magic, and it's got like cyber computer like hacking and like matrixy kind of shit. It's
Right.
really cool. And they had a Super Nintendo game and a Sega Genesis game, and they were awesome. Super Nintendo was better though.
Right.
But so let's see here. I usually do read out like a lot of the dialogue, so if you don't like it, you can get on Discord if you
Oh, you're good.
or whatever. But like, yeah, I read the dialogue. Oh wow, I guess I don't get to read the dialogue there. I thought it would give me the option to move forward. It did not. It did not. Okay, well let's. I'm gonna grab me a hoodie here. I've got some brandy to keep me warm, but I don't have a girl named Brandy to keep me warm, so.
The only girls I know named Brandy are kind of gross. Not gonna lie to you.
No! I'm telling Brandy you said that. What are the commands again? The commands for what, my ninja? for Nightbot, maybe? Is that what
Probably.
you're referring to? You don't want to do anything with Nightbot. I don't think we're gonna.
I wanted to kick Nightbot last night after he
Yeah.
censored me.
So you're being all funky. I just like
All I
rubbed
did was
this.
talking caps, man.
I just rubbed this like this steam like to check your points and stuff. What? Dude, my ninja, I do not know what you're talking about, man.
Oh, some people.
Oh, is it that
Some people have
Revlo?
points in their streams.
Yeah, I don't have any streams. I don't have any points in my stream yet. I don't have anybody watch me, man. I've gotten $1 donation.
Ooh.
so yeah, dude, I gotta I gotta keep getting some followers.
Yeah.
Keep getting some more people, but dude, this is awesome, man. So basically what happened so far is like we just went on this mission in the first. Oh, you're good, my ninja. Stwam, different Stwam. Dude, and you even said NBM. You didn't even say NVM. You really screwed that sentence up. And you spelled different wrong. Did you do that on purpose? You did all 3 words wrong. You better come back and say you did it on purpose so you don't look silly. So just a real quick recap is that so I am Steelflight, a character that I created based on a character from the original Shadowrun games.
Okay.
And basically, this is I've got Steel Flight here pulled up. And he's an elf, so he's got big funky ears. No, I didn't. I'm trash at typing. Nah, you're good, man. I know what you're talking about. Steel Flight's pretty cool in Shadowrun, the Super Nintendo version. He's an elf decker. He actually has long silver hair, and here he has short black hair, but whatever. Fuck it. It's not the same game. It's just kind of the same universe, same stuff. And basically, Steel Flight was a really good decker, and a decker is a guy that will have like a computer, basically a laptop computer. It's called a cyber deck, and he can hack into he can tap into the Matrix and run different programs and get access to different things. So like maybe he'll access an elevator, maybe he will get some data that we can sell on the Matrix or on the internet to like other people, interested buyers. So it's Shadowrun. Shadowrunner. I'm a Shadowrunner, and my party is full of Shadowrunners. And Shadowrunners. Well, okay, let's back up a little bit further. The game's set in the future. Everything's in disarray. It's a dystopic future where, it's not like you have all these states working together in the same country. It's like every region that you go to, it's totally different rules, and there's all kinds of gangs and stuff, So think of like Mad Max and Waterworld and stuff like that. But it's all cyberpunk, so it's a lot of technology. And you have like street samurais which will use magic. I hate magic in every game, so I don't ever do magic. I like sniper rifles and pistols and stuff like that. So Steel Flight, then we have Gloria. I think she's mostly like a melee and pistol chick. She's pretty crazy. We have Iger. Iger is our female troll sniper. She's sick. She's awesome. We have Dietrich, who's a shaman, I think, or something. I don't know. I don't like him, but because again, I don't like shamans. But that's kind of Shadowrun in like a nutshell, like the universe. And when you go on a run, like you'll have a run, and they even have runs, like they'll be like, oh, it's a milk run, which means it's an easy run. And you go on a run, it's like a mission, and a John is like the terminology or the lingo. It will be like the quest giver, and the John will give you a quest. You can accept it or not, or he'll give you a run. You accept it or not. You go through. You have to hire some other Shadowrunners, and you go do the mission. And what they did, that's kind of how like the world works, at least. But what happens to make video games out of that concept is there's always some treachery afoot. There's always some twists. There's always some things that you uncover some secrets and get unearth some crazy stuff. So and I was gonna read this because I did find here the Cruise Bazaar. So the Cruise Bazaar, Kreuzberg, home to the nearly 500,000 people, and until very recently, Monica Schaefer. Oh, in the very first mission, Monica is the person leading your group. You're the new guy. They've been running together for a while, and she taps in to the Matrix with her cyber deck, and something happens, and she dies, and she leaves you in charge. So that's how the game like starts. You're the new guy, and then boom, you're the leader. So, anyways, this Monica was the leader for the very first mission, and then you have to fight through this museum, and you kind of, it starts off as like a mansion. You're supposed to like go down an elevator and get some files, but when you go down the elevator, it's like an underground like laboratory. It's like some badass stuff that you're not supposed to see. So it's pretty cool, but anyways, once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealth and poverty, crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your own little slice of Berlin, a neighborhood that calls that locals call the Cruise Bazaar, a safe port in the eye of a storm. The ride back to the Cruise Bazaar is quiet. No one is in a talking mood. As the van veers past potholes and garbage piles, the glitter of streetlights and neon signs plays across your window. painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garish colors. Soon, the van rounds a corner and skids to a halt in a narrow, crumbling alley. This is as far as Berlin's chaotic streets will take you. Your team wordlessly debarks the vehicle, climbs down into a disused section of the U-Bahn tunnel system, a well-kept secret providing your team safe passage into the Cruise Bazaar. Your safe house waits on the other side. They always talk Shadowrunner. You're running in the shadows. There's these gigantic buildings that these corporations own, and the corporations control everything. It's not like a government. And you run in between the shadows of these buildings is like the concept of where they come up with Shadowrun or Shadowrunner. You step inside, and the squalor of the disused U-Bahn tunnel gives way to the warmth of your safe house. A man waits inside, silhouetted against the dim fluorescent lighting. Paul Amsel. Something bad has happened, hasn't it? He steps forward, revealing a pale and expressionless face, light glinting off of steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Amsel. Your team's fixer and landlord. Part dealmaker, part information broker. One of the most well-connected men in Berlin. Yeah, fixer's a guy that finds you the missions, or finds you the runs.
That makes sense.
His eyes sweep across the team as he takes it all in. The grim faces, the hard stares, Iger's fury, Monica's absence. I had a feeling. How did she? His face has gone ashen. He swallows, takes a moment to chew on the words before spitting them out. How did it happen? So my choices here, a lot of times they actually do, make a little bit of a difference. What's kind of cool is that sometimes you can get some extra points and get some extra dialogue options if you have certain abilities. So my character, if I go in here, I can pull up. There we go. So my character, I'm going to focus more on like intelligence and quickness are kind of like my two biggest stats, I guess, that I'm going to focus on, just so that I can use my cyber deck to get into more programs and more things. I mean, geez, it's like turrets and, you can hack into all kinds of stuff. So I definitely want to keep my decking up. Quickness is where your combat comes into play, so you can have like more dodge and more accuracy when you're shooting, and that's also where you kind of pick your specialization. So I pick rifle is my favorite, so that's where I'm currently at. That being said, the reason that I wanted to show that on the screen anyways, I'm not sure if you're watching or what you're doing.
Yeah, I've got it up.
Okay. But now we've got decking 2. So my decking has to be 2 to pass the speech test. Something in the vault security system cooked her brain. It was too quick to be black IC. So you can tell that he's kind of talking about some crazy stuff. Well, he's talking in the same lingo of an experienced decker. So because I'm an experienced decker, I'm able to say that. Otherwise, if you look at the second one, it says something in the vault security system got her while she was jacked in. It was over in an instant. You don't have as much information. He doesn't talk with the lingo. And then, the run was a setup. 1 minute she was cracking the safe. The next she was on the ground screaming. There's been a few options where it does say that the run was a setup, but we don't really know that yet, and I always hate to assume anything. You know what they say about assuming. Makes an ass out of you and me. Alright, Glory. Glory nods. Her motions robotic and spare. Monica died of a biofeedback-induced stroke. Whoa. That's right. Iger thrust a gloved finger into your chest, and this idiot stood by and let it happen. Let's see. Brush her finger aside. That's bullshit, Iger. You weren't even in the room. Shove her hand away. Poke me again, I dare you. Ignore it. Let it happen. She jacked in. She screamed, and she seized. By the time we saw she was in trouble, it was already too late. This is like her friend, so I'm just going to say nothing. I really don't want to react.
Right.
Be respectful. It's a hard time for her. She's not really mad at me. She's mad that her friend's dead. Iger, what? Nothing to say about that rookie? If I'd have been in your place, Monica would still be alive and with us. Instead, I left her with you. Now my friend is a corpse in a basement. Look, Iger, you weren't stuck in that basement with us. You don't know how things went down in there. So do us all a favor and shut it down, okay? Shut it down? Fuck that. Oof, good thing I don't have a PG stream. Iger turns to face Dietrich. She towers over him, but he stands his ground. I respect you, Dietrich. You know that. But you don't have my training. None of you have. Monica was good. She was the best, right? She was also overconfident. She treated the job like it was a game. Do that long enough, you're gonna get burned. Iger turns her focus back to you. If you'd been paying attention, you'd have figured out all this on your own by now. You'd have known that Monica needed watching as much as that door. Enough, Iger. Amsel's voice is hoarse, his expression blank. Enough. One thing I'm not gonna do that other people have done in the past as well is like try and change their voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so for a chick they go like all high pitched. Probably not gonna do that. Probably not gonna do that. You know what? Since you're kind of in here talking and bullshit, I'm gonna add you over here on the Twitch page here. Shadowrun Dragonfall with the dude. Is it Samurai Sock? I mean, is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, it's pronounced Samurai Sock. Oh. It was the RuneScape name I made when I was 11.
Oh.
And so I've just kept it since then.
Perfect. Dude, Duke Money 63 is like probably from when I was 11 as well, so. I actually know it was high school. No.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. Because I got that sumbitch in... Dude, AOL Instant Messenger, I was Duke Money 63.
What?
And that
I guess that's not quite as... I mean, you weren't as young as I was when AOL was the thing.
AOL Instant Messenger... That would have been junior high.
Yeah, that was like when I was in elementary.
Yeah, my last name is Duke, and so people were always calling me Duke Money. Well, not always. People started calling me Duke Money because I always had jobs. I was always making money.
Right.
I don't ever have any money. But I care about it.
Right.
You know those people are like, oh, money's not everything. No, but I've never seen anybody crying in a Corvette before. Enough, Iger. Oh, we already said this one. All right. Iger pushes ahead, heedless of the interruption. Her voice remains measured, but there's fire in her eyes. How many seconds pass between Monica's first convulsion and her plug getting pulled? 4? 5? Do you know how much damage biofeedback can do to a Decker's brain in 5 seconds? Iger, I don't think it matters. You don't have to answer that. Of course you know. Monica died while you stood there and watched. This is all your... That is enough. And that's another thing that bothers me. I kind of did that on purpose to where I saw the word was getting cut off, so I clicked over to the next one so I could, like, actually interrupt her, like is intended by the video game. But, like, a lot of times video games don't do that, to where, like, you're reading through, like, the dialogue, and, like, you're hitting X on your PlayStation controller or whatever, and then it'll be, like, there's so much of a pause that you're like, there's no way that they got interrupted. Like, for someone to interrupt somebody else, they have to, like, talk at the same time. There can't be, like, a 2-second pause in between.
Right.
Anyways, that is enough. Amsel's voice comes out in a roar, and his fist smashes down the desk behind him. Iger, you and Steelflight can have it out later, but I've had enough. We need to talk action. The client sent you into something much bigger than he'd led us to believe. I want to know why. Right there with you. This was supposed to be a milk run. Milkman? Payback isn't the only reason why we need to find him. We saw something back there. Something that we weren't supposed to see. It's fair to assume that we're all still in danger. He pauses, rubs his temples. Agreed. And to neutralize that danger, we need to know who we're dealing with. Let us review the events that transpired tonight. The smallest detail could be important, so hold nothing back. The state was just a front for whatever was going on in the basement. We don't know that. After everything went to hell, we were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor. That was at the end of it. Monica lived long enough to say a name, Fushwinge. She fought hard to tell us. It must be important. I do like that, actually.
Right.
That's a pretty good key. Amsel seems taken aback. He pauses for a moment before responding. The Fire Wing. Yes. This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me. This brings back many unpleasant memories. Oh, there's fucking dragons. I should have told you that. There's dragons in Shadowrun. It's pretty cool. They don't play like much of a
I didn't see that coming.
role. Like you don't see them all the time, but like in
Right.
Shadowrun, the final boss of the game is a dragon, and you like know of the dragon at the beginning, or close to the beginning. His name's Drake, and so like they're kind of like more in the storyline as opposed to in the game as far as interactive NPCs or anything like that, or characters. But it's kind of neat that they throw dragons in there. And actually, I like dragons in Shadowrun because I feel like they're kind of more scary and hidden and ominous, mysterious, all that, dude. So I really dig the dragons being in here.
Right.
I'm pretty sure the Firewing's a dragon. Remember, children, when drinking alcohol, always chase with water. Oh, not chase, space.
Water.
Yeah, you're supposed to space your liquor with water.
Well, last I heard, you're just supposed to drink as much of it as you can at once and not drink any water or eat any food.
Yes, this is good advice from Samurai Sock. Alright, the most terrible of the great dragons. Yep, Firewing is, okay. There are those who would disagree, but they never experience the terror of living in her shadow. He glances at Glory. You are far too young to remember her, of course, but for Germans of my generation, the name Furschwing is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. Dude, I can't wait to play hockey with you. We need to sign up on that.
Yeah, it's going to be sick, man.
Yeah,
I'm actually playing some ice hockey here in a couple months.
Are you? See, I really want to get my gear together and to where it can be like next winter or whenever the hell the leagues are. I want to get back into it because I think it's a great way to stay in shape. It's tons of fun. Hockey's the best sport ever.
It's just so expensive to keep playing.
Well, at least now, you're done growing, kind of. I mean, obviously us, since we go to the gym all the time, like we might be growing and shrinking in different places, but for the most part, at least as adults, we're not growing out of skates every 2 years or every year.
That's true. That's true.
My parents fucking hated that. I remember that.
Right. Like I already have.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, oh, sorry. I already have my full set of hockey gear, and I have really, really, really nice skates.
Nice, man.
But because I've played up until recently, because I had some problems with my hip and stuff like that, so I haven't been able to get out on the ice much. But I've already got all the gear. It's just paying for a league that you have to pay for like every few weeks. I mean, it's not horrible, $120 or something for 8 games maybe. It isn't terrible, but
yeah,
it's still tough when you're not going to be able to make every single game too.
Yeah, because you're now all of a sudden every single game pays you. It costs you $40 because you're only making it to 3 of them or something.
Exactly. You miss them for various reasons, and it feels like you're wasting your money if you're not making every game.
Yeah.
So, plus then you feel the pressure of the rest of your team going, "Hey, we need you there."
Mm-hmm.
But there are Waterloo teams. There are leagues in Waterloo you can play on. So that's where I used to play.
Yeah, I definitely plan on playing at Young Arena and at that sports complex. So I used to play at McElroy when I first started playing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh man, that's way back when.
Yeah, dude.
Since they've had hockey there.
I'm back in the day. All right. The dragons of today are subtle creatures, full of patience and guile. Furschwing was not. After her awakening, she went on a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Angel takes a deep breath, slowly releases it. There's a haunted look in his eyes. You know what? Your internet, your voice is... your transmissions are not... the transmission quality is improved.
I can feel it. Your stream just paused because my internet's run so badly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's back.
Those were dark days.
Am I any better now?
No, I'm saying you've been good since at the very beginning. You sucked. Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes by a creature of legend, no hope for salvation, and no end in sight. It was a horror that you cannot begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine that a rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Eventually the Firewing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Well, with the help of Luftwaffe, of course. But it was experimental weapons designed by Dr. Vauclair that finally pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire and crashed down in the radioactive wasteland of the Sox. The event was called the Dragonfall. What game are we playing? Shadowrun Dragonfall.
Ooh, it said the name.
Yeah. Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero, our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man. If the Dragonfall was as important an event as you make it out to be, I'm surprised that I've never heard of it. Those early years of the Awakening were traumatic, Iger, not just on a national level, but on a global scale. New species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned to the world, a new source of terror for a bewildered public. And in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to yet another wave of global panic. In light of such turmoil, is it any surprise that Dr. Vauclair and the Firewing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. He rubs his temples. Again, all of this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of Feuerschwing is a bit of a historical trivia, nothing more. Alright, so Monica spent her dying breath trying to tell us about a long-dead dragon. Iger sweeps her eyes across the group, searching for a glimmer of insight. Finally, she gives up. Any ideas as to why? Amsel's voice trembles with frustration. No, it doesn't make any more sense to me than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history. Feuerschwing has been dead and gone for 42 years, but there's one thing that I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important. He visibly struggles to calm himself, takes a deep breath and slowly releases it. I will look into this and I will find answers. In the meantime, did you turn up anything else of value? The estate was just a front for whatever was going on in the basement. Maybe. We don't know for sure, I guess. After everything went to hell, we were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor. That's pretty important as well. He appeared to be the head of security. That is not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing features that I could look into? He was an older guy, for one. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s. Pretty old for an orc. And he'd had skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replacement material. If the grafts came from a legitimate hospital, there may be medical records. That is something. I'll see what I can find out. Did you know anything else during the run that may be of value? Oh, okay. I guess we end up clicking on 3 of them. That much is clear. Exactly. That's why I didn't want to click on the fucking thing. Pointing out the obvious. It wasn't a minor enterprise either. That facility took serious funds to build. And time. There was more to it than we saw. Places like that don't spring up overnight. And all in secret. The owners, whoever they may be, were none too pleased by your escape, I'm sure. What else did you find? That's all we've got. It's not much. Amsel nods. His face is drawn and haggard. It is thin, I agree. A basement, middle-aged orc with skin grafts, and a long-forgotten world event. Wait, we're still missing something. Who paid for this run? That's very important. You haven't said a thing about our client yet, Paul. You holding out on us? No, I don't want to say that. We were set up. Nah, I don't like that. We don't know that we were set up. We don't know that. Probably were. It's a damn video game. Amsel looks pained. I do not know his exact identity. I did not set up the run. Monica did. Son of a... His face reddens. I warned her. I told her not to take the job, but she assured me that it would be a cakewalk. Monica was approached recently by a man who calls himself Green Winters. He used to be a prominent activist in the F-state political scene. I never much liked the man, and I certainly never trusted him. But Monica, she would do anything for her cause. Anything for the Flux state. He sighs. Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the Flux. And that was all it took. We need to track down Monica's client, pressing for information. Sounds like Green Winters is our best lead then. Yeah, I don't think we need to press him for information. I don't like that, so we're going to do this. Yes, most definitely. It's clear that Green Winters has involved us in something much larger than he led Monica to believe. When he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably going to grab it. We need to chase him down before that happens. So we need information on Green Winters, and we need it fast. I like that. There's a man here in the cruise bazaar, a Turk named Altag Baragazi. He owns a little soy calf shop just down the way called Cafe Says. This man is also a purveyor of information. I've done business with him from time to time. Didn't you think he would know something about Green Winters? Amsel nods. When I discovered Monica's renewed association with Green Winters, I contacted Altug. One of his people has been keeping tabs on Winters ever since. As I said, I did not trust the man. There we go. Very well, tell him I sent you. I will do what I can to dig into the information that you've uncovered already, sparse though it may be. Karma gained.
Ooh.
5 karma gained. Okay. So, I'm gonna walk around and see what we got going on in our little base. It's like this, like I dig this stuff. This puts me in such a good mood. And I've already played this game and beat it, but I was playing the original, which okay, so Shadowrun Super Nintendo, Shadowrun Sega Genesis both came out in the mid '90s. Right around 94, I think. Maybe SNES version was, at least. Genesis was maybe like a year after that. And people are actually one or the other. Like, if you talk to people, they'll be like, oh yeah, Genesis. But like, dude, at the end of the day, Genesis version sucks compared to the Super Nintendo version. I played them both. I did grow up with Super Nintendo version. My buddy Winston Mars, that I play a lot of games with, he's the police officer that you and I know.
Andy,
yeah. Yeah, so his name is Winston Mars. Well, Winston Mars is a character from Shadowrun. And that's actually...
Okay.
Yeah. So, at the end of the day, Andy and I, our, like, background, like, this should tie some things in together. Andy's my best friend. We've been friends since we were, like, 5.
Right.
And, we played Shadowrun together.
Okay.
So, Winston Mars is based off of Shadowrun, or it was a character in Shadowrun. I made Steel Flight, because that was my favorite character there. We used to grow up playing the Super Nintendo version of it. Like, that's like how kind of our friendship began. So,
right.
So really, Andy and I's friendship that has lasted 25 years is all because of this Shadowrun universe.
That's
so
awesome.
This is not just like a game that I just picked up on Steam. I mean, this is like a purpose. Like, I was waiting. I was in the alpha, and I donated. I kickstarted and everything. So
right.
So these games are awesome. Now, the original game came out. Sega game came out. Nothing happened for 20 years. Then they came out with Shadowrun Returns probably 5 years ago. They came out with Shadowrun Returns, which looks pretty much just like this game right here. This is the same artistic style. It's the same combat. Everything is. This is Shadowrun Returns basically, but they created. You play through Shadowrun Returns, and then you get Shadowrun Dragonfall, which is an expansion pack. It does not use the same characters, but it's just in the same universe. It's just a different setting, basically. It's just another story. Well. When Dragonfall was an expansion, that's when Andy and I both got it. And now it was re-released. I don't know when. I mean, we played Dragonfall probably 2-3 years ago. And then somewhere in the last 2 years, probably, it has been re-released as its own standalone game. So, if you already purchased Shadowrun Dragonfall, you got Dragonfall Director's Cut, which is what I'm playing right now, for free. So this just showed up in my Steam library, and it has like 5 extra levels. It's the same. It's the expansion pack as a standalone, so I've already played this story. I already know what's going to happen and know what did happen, etc. It's pretty hazy. I don't remember all the details because I've played 40 games since I played this one, but it has like 5 extra levels. It has like different items and different things and different this and that and upgraded graphics, so I mean it's like a pimped out, like the director's cut's like a pimped out version of that expansion pack. So I'm not just playing the same game with better graphics. There's, like I said, there's extra levels and different shit that you can do. So that's why I'm playing it. I'm not a big fan of playing games more than once. Like, I've got so many games, I don't have time to play games more than once. So, anyways, we'll just keep kind of exploring the... Oh, and Harebrained Studios is like a pretty small lab. So, like, to me, like, I really dig the artistic style, but the graphics really aren't amazing. I mean, it's not like they're cutting edge or anything. They're really pretty big. I think The Sims from 10 years ago had character models that are about as good as this, So,
Right.
Alright, we're going to walk around and talk to everybody and explore. And then maybe we'll see what happens.
Right.
Alright, Glory is beautiful in a waifish sort of way. Her features are almost elvish in their delicacy, but there's something cold about her that you find slightly unsettling. Glory, which... if you look, you can maybe see a little bit in the stream if you're looking. Let me change this real quick. There we go. You can maybe see this a little bit in the stream, but like her arms are metal, and that's another aspect to the Shadowrun universe, is that you have like this cyberware, so you can there's like implants, so you can get bionic arms and legs and heart and lungs and eyes and all this crazy shit. And like you can have like a gun will have what's called a smart link, and it'll basically like plug into your body and helps your accuracy go up when you use that particular gun. So it's got like some really cool stuff in the way of electronics, being like a cyborg, and that's what she is. She's got all this, you can see all the metal on her, metal legs, metal arms, you can see in the icon up here, the avatar, she's got metal all over her, so. Alright, let's see here. What's more unsettling is her chrome. Oh, okay, here we go. Gloria is rocking a heavy load out of cyberware from head to toe. She looks to be composed more of plastic and metal than she is of skin and bone. In the shadows, individuals such as this are anything but uncommon, but Glory's cyberware is first generation, all of it. Bulky, invasive, practically museum pieces. This chrome was obsolete well before she was born. Steel Flight. Gloria shifts her gaze to you, but her expression is cool and placid as always. Can I help you? Hey, Gloria, how you holding up? Don't worry about me. I'm solid. Sure, you look like you're a million miles away. I'll be with you when it counts. Right now it doesn't. Any thoughts on what we should do next? Find our missing client. Extract some answers. Beyond that, take jobs, get paid. I have a question for you, Gloria, the personal kind. I'm not big on sharing sport, personal reasons, you understand, I'm sure. The edge in her voice tells you that she's not interested in continuing this conversation. Sure, I understand, but I still need to talk to you. If you ever want to run with me again, you'll answer my questions now. Of course. I still need to talk to you. Let out a weary sigh. Ask her questions, but do it quickly. I have things to do. I'm not going to ask either of those questions, actually, because I just think they are too invasive. I just wanted to see what the options were. Yeah, okay. I'll talk to you later. She shrugs. Suit yourself. Later on, we can talk to her some more. Here's Iger. Badass troll sniper. Iger glares at you, and you can taste the bile in her stare. She clearly still blames you for Monica's death. Something I can do for your fearless leader? We need to talk about Monica. Not right now, we don't. Don't push me on this Steel Flight. One of these days, we're going to hash this out. You can talk all you like about the clusterfuck that killed one of my best friends, but it won't be today. Fair enough, but before I go, I have something else to say. Spit it out, then. Let's hear it. You're wrong about me, Iger, and I intend to prove you wrong. She stares at you for a moment and looks away. Best of luck with that steel flight. Now please, leave me alone. Alright, we're not going to ask her for an apology. It is for now, fearless leader. She turns away. Do us both a favor. Take the hint and go away. Dang. Alright. Yeah, she got me. Okay, in the locker there's nothing. Fine. Oh, I gotta go to bed in 15 minutes for work. Tonight, I took way too much.
Yeah, I gotta get in the shower anyways.
I took too much time at work. Okay, I'll probably just explore this for 15 minutes and peace out then. Too much time standing around talking tonight. Fucking Sarah. As you start towards the safe house door, a large four-legged form, she's like, I haven't seen you in ages. Get the fuck out
I was
of here.
wondering, because we had worked out a bunch more, and then I was over doing abs, and then I stood up and was talking to other Matt, and we looked over, and he goes, is that Matt just now leaving? Like, he said, like, over a half hour ago that he was leaving. What is going on?
Yeah, I was talking to her and I was mostly talking to Kaylin.
Right.
But then Kaylin had to go help do something somewhere, so it was just me and Sarah for a little bit. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's a very, very, very pretty girl.
Yeah. Not gonna lie. Right, she left like a couple minutes after you did, and she looked like she was gonna cry.
Yeah, probably because
she just looked really upset. It was like,
well, she really likes Mike. At least I'm assuming that she does. I don't know for sure, but she was posting all this crap on Facebook a while ago, and I remember like when I was like kind of crushing on her, she made this one post that was like, if I like you, don't worry about who likes me. And I figured that I was being pretty obvious with my intentions for her, to the point where he would see that. Like, I mean, I spent like $50 on her for her birthday. Got her roses, like really nice roses.
Mm-hmm.
And he got her like some protein balls. You know, he made them at home, and really at the end of the day, for me to swipe a card or give him a card number over the phone for $50 is nothing compared to a dude making some food for you, you know. But
that's true.
As far as I know, he just wants to pound, whereas I don't want that. Like, I want to love her. I want to, you know, I want to see what's up. You know, I want to see like, can we get the marriage thing going? I'm dating to marry now. He's dating just to knock chicks out left and right because he's got a six-pack.
Yeah, I don't think she's really dating to marry.
She's not dating at all.
I can't really say. Well, yeah, she's not dating at all. That's true.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not dating anybody. But, I mean, well, who knows what she's actually doing, you know? Anybody can be doing their own thing. But, anyways, so, she looked like she was crying, huh? I don't know. I hope it was because of me. I hope it was because of me. I don't
know what else it would be. She just looked really somber. Is that the word?
Yeah. Well, dude, she was like in a really good mood talking to me. She's like really excited and laughing a lot and like all up in my shit. Like she was like very. That's the thing I don't understand, man. Like I'm not anything special. Okay, I've been going to this gym for 6 months, and I say hi to everybody, and I make friends, and I kind of feel like everybody else is the same thing. You know, some people are really quiet. You know, but like you and Ben, like you guys are like, hey, hi, you say hi to people, you talk to people, you go there, you make friends, you know. So it's like, so why am I any different? You know, like I feel like I'm not. You know, I'm just like a normal guy going there. I don't stand out as far.
You mean
as
like with her?
Just like, well, yeah, I'm getting to that. Like, just like in general, I'm not any different. But I've talked to like probably 5 or 6 different dudes about her.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, she doesn't give me any time of day. But every time I walk in there, she waves, hey, Matt, how you doing? Whenever I leave, hey, I'll see you later, Matt, it's good to see you. Like, she always perks up and is happy and smiles. And I'm...
Mm-hmm.
And so these guys make it seem to me like she's giving me attention, but I just can't fathom that that's...
Well, that's because you give... I don't know. Because you try harder, and... like you've actually, you know, gone past the just standing there flirting kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I took her ass to dinner and
Right.
But
Also, so the difference between like just talking to random people at the gym and like you is that sit there and hold a conversation with you and you're super cool. Or most people are just like, oh yeah, I'm lifting, I'm doing this today, yeah, getting a good workout, and sometimes just you'll talk about some stuff, but
oh, it's like really
not
surface. Like
right,
there's no depth. There's no yeah.
right. Like with you, you come over and you lift with us, and we actually just talk about all kinds of stuff. And like now we're talking about Sarah and talking about all that kind of stuff. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's that kind of thing. You're not just like making small talk. You're actually talking about stuff. And no,
Yeah.
I'm completely like that too. See, uh, I don't walk in and out of the gym with you, so I don't notice how she talks to you. But I know like uh whenever I'm with Ben or anything, uh, she will be walking out or something, and we'll like look over there and we'll like see ya, and she'll like I'll say bye, and she'll look over at Ben and go bye Ben, have a good day. Won't look at me, nothing.
Yeah. She's just dumbass 18-year-old.
Yeah, I'm like whatevs. I mean, I don't care. I'm not like thinking that I'm ever gonna date her or anything. It's like you could say bye. If someone says bye to you, you could just say see ya. You
Yeah,
don't have to.
and I do the same thing because when I started after she pissed me off, the reason she pissed me off was because for her birthday party, I set up a bunch of people to go out.
Hmm.
Like I had Mike from the gym and a couple of his buddies go to the Cypress Lounge, and I had my Subaru Club show up. We had like a dozen people there for her,
Right.
and she didn't even show up. And then she was like, "Oh yeah,
What?
she's like, I'm out." Like she even told me she's like, "Oh yeah, we're going out. I'm taking all my girls out." And she's 18. She's got a fake, because I was at
Right.
first I was like, how the hell do you go out if you're 18? She's like, I got a fake. I was like, oh, okay. So then she's like, oh yeah, well I'll show up, and I was like, okay, well my family owns Cypress, so we're going to Cypress
Hmm.
Lounge. Like I just always try to take business over there, and it's really cool. It's my favorite place. So I was like, my family owns
Right.
Cypress. Let's go. And so we go there, and then she's like, oh, she hit me up. It was like 10 o'clock, and I told her we were gonna be there at 9. It's 10 o'clock. She's like, hey, are you guys out? I'm like, fuck yeah! Like I told you we were gonna be here at 9. Like I'm a man of my word. Like, and
Right.
if I don't hold to it, I feel terrible.
Hmm.
So to me, when I say I'm gonna be there at 9, you don't need to like confirm that. I'm gonna fucking be there at 9.
Right.
So, and if I'm not, I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna make it up to you, and we're gonna hang out. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do something else to make up for it, or whatever. I'm gonna feel
Hmm.
bad. So, yeah, she's like, okay, yeah. Well, me and my girls, we're going out, and we're gonna start over here. We're gonna do this, or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, we're at Cypress Lounge waiting for you. I have like a dozen people here for your birthday, and then like
Right.
no response. Never came back to me. And it's like, dude, like
Uh,
whenever chicks don't respond to that stuff, whenever I've had multiple girls fall asleep on me, like we're supposed to hang out. I'm sitting around my house doing nothing, making sure that I don't get into a video game, making sure I don't go hang out with a buddy and get into something with a buddy, making sure
right.
that I don't get into a movie. I'm sitting around doing filler activities just to fill the time until this girl's available. And it'll be like
Hmm.
hours and hours and hours later. Coon 15 from Terraria. What's up? What's up? We're just talking about girls and playing Shadowrun. But then like they'll like fall asleep and be like, dude, I've been waiting for you for like 4 hours.
Or at least they'll say they fell asleep.
Yeah, fuck that. If you really wanted to
Yeah.
hang out with me, you wouldn't have fallen asleep. Because I tell you what, anytime I've ever wanted to hang out with somebody, guy or girl, family, friend, whatever,
Hmm.
not once in my life have I fallen asleep. Because
Right.
I wanted to go do it. So in my mind, if I want to go hang out with somebody, it's in my head that that's what I'm going to go do. Like I'm going to go finish my chores, or I'm going to go like run some errands, or I'm going to go to class, or I'm going to go to work, or I'm going to go to whatever the hell I got to do in my life, and I've made plans to go see this person. I'm going to go do it. Instead of, oh, I fell asleep.
Hmm.
Okay, so I know how I rate
Exactly.
now. You fucking didn't want to hang out. So, anyways,
Right.
so she kind of did that. So then after she did that, I pulled her off Facebook, and I was like, you know what, fuck this bitch. Like when she ditched me on her birthday, I was like,
Yep.
man, I did like this whole party for you. I was like, I don't need to be wasting time on your dumb ass. So
Yep.
I
Oh, that's
unfriended her on Facebook, and I just stopped talking to her. I gave her the bitch stamp, and so whenever I walk in, she'd be like, hey, I'd be like, yup. And like Kaylin will be in there. I'll be like, "What's up, dude?" Right next to her, right next to her. I'll be like, "What's up, bro?"
You'll just ignore her. I
Yeah.
love it.
And Mike will be in there. I'll be like, "Mike, give me some advice," and I'll talk to Mike for like half an hour right next to her, and I won't look at her. I won't acknowledge her. She'll like chime in, and I won't even look at her, dude. And I'm just like, "Fucking eat it, eat it, eat it." And I know it drives her. I know it drives her nuts. Well, I assume it does. She could be that much of an idiot that she doesn't know. I couldn't believe tonight. She looked at me. She's like, Matt, I want sushi. Oh.
Oh, so
Oh.
that's why she started talking to you like that tonight.
Oh, you want some sushi. Is that like the last time that I spent almost $100 on sushi for the two of us, and you didn't even say thank you, let alone pay for it?
Right.
When you know, it's like... So I told her that, and she was like, Kaylin's like, I want some sushi. I was like, dude, don't fall for that trap. I was like, don't go have sushi with Sarah. I said that right in front of her.
You said that to who?
To Kaylin, the dude that
Oh,
was
to
working
Kaylin.
there. I was,
Yeah.
Because fuck her, you know?
Yep.
Who is she? She's nobody. So
Dude,
I was like,
that's savage.
I told
Love
her.
it.
Yeah, I told him. I was like, dude, don't fall into that trap. I was like, don't go to sushi with Sarah. And she's like, what? I was like, you know that like you didn't even say thank you, right? She's like, yeah, I did. Like she didn't feel guilty or anything.
Right.
So like she's either just dumb or
No,
she's like
she's-
lying. You know,
She's ignorant, I think. She's the kind of girl who she's
very
probably
ignorant.
like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty enough that I don't have to say that.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
And then when you call her on it, she's like, "Oh yeah, I did." And she, okay, for instance, one day, Wednesday is half price sushi, and so before Ben got his job as assistant manager, when he'd come in at a decent time all the time, he'd bring them some half price sushi, and they'd give him money for it. And so he brought some in one day, and Sarah goes, "Oh, that's awesome! You're like the fourth person who's brought me sushi today."
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Nice.
As you start towards the safe house door, a large four-legged form steps around the corner. Dante, Monica's dog, an enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. A low whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging low. Oh shit. Dante. Dietrich shakes his head. Don't worry, boy. We'll look after you. At the sight of Monica's dog, Amsel's eyes well up. He inhales but can't quite catch his breath. He started whimpering about an hour ago. Turned into a full-blown howl. Wouldn't stop. Kept. Kun 15, what are you doing tonight? Let's see here. He closes his eyes. That's when I realized something bad had happened. Looking down at those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. He lets out a small whine and rubs his head against you. Let's scratch him behind the ears. Dante leans into you and looks up mournfully, pressing his ribs against your leg. Dude, I love dogs.
I do too.
I can't wait to get a dog, man. Dude, you guys gotta come to my bachelor pad. I think my buddy's gonna sell me his house. Total bachelor pad. Has a 3-stall garage out back and has it's a tiny house. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath, single story. It's got an unfinished basement, but it's like recently refurbished because it's down by downtown CF and got flooded. Nothing, just chilling. Got home from work a few hours ago. Don't feel like going to sleep. It's 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning, nice. You are not in the middle of America.
Or in America at all.
Yeah, you're out on the oil rigs, and or Europe.
Probably Europe.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, it got flooded, but he put a bunch of money in his pocket. He fixed the house up, so everything inside has completely been gutted and refinished. It's like in really good shape. It's all recently redone, and it's a Estonia. Yeah. Estonia, Terraria. I got them confused. They both end in IA. Estonia.
Same.
That's right. Yeah. I remember that.
No, that's awesome, man. I'd definitely come by.
Yeah, 3-stall. It's a big three. It's like a tall garage. A big 3-stall tall garage has a lift in it. A fucking car lift. In it.
Whoa.
And it has a shed, and it has a hot tub on the deck out back, and I get all the appliances and everything, and he's hooking me up. He's asking 92, and I think I'm gonna grab it for 80. And I just got pre-approved for the loan yesterday. My mortgage payment's gonna be like $600 a month, and I'm gonna have a refurbished house in Cedar Falls, Iowa.
That's awesome, dude.
With badass internet, and I'm gonna have 70-inch fucking TV so I can stream PS4 games to my dude Coon 15 out in Estonia. Alright, let's see here. Dietrich, I guess the dog is going with you, Steelflight. Paul Amsel. Amsel takes a ragged breath and releases it. Then a slow, melancholy smile plays across his face. Well, perhaps a part of Monica lives on in Dante. Return to the safe house when you finish with Altug, mein Freund. With a little luck, he can help us locate green winners. We can get to the bottom of this. Xbox One! Dude, my Xbox... I don't think my camera's... Yeah, I got my camera... Let's see if I can... I'll just move the whole monitor. I've got it stuck. So I've got like a bunch of storage over here.
Mm-hmm.
That you should be able to see on the camera at some point. And all those storage boxes over there is my Xbox One. Because Xbox sucks. Xbox doesn't suck. I just don't have time for it. And I've got my PS3 hooked up. I got my PS4 hooked up. I'm playing some Final Fantasy on those, which I know is on Xbox as well. You can play Final Fantasies there too. But I've always been a Sony guy. Sony, Nintendo. I mean, I've always had Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft. But I like Sony a lot.
When I used to play console, I always played Xbox, but then I joined the PC Master Race, of course.
What? You gotta throw up the gang signs, PC Master Race. You know, the PC
I would.
Master
I don't have
Race,
my camera on though.
The PC Master Race is what you have to do. Is you have to grab your spare mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Cause see, I have a few options here.
Right.
Let's see on the. Let's see. I got 1, 2. I can't really hold. I've got some other stuff sitting all right here, but I got all my controllers all just right here.
My gosh.
Because I've got multiple computers on my desk, and then I run multiple controllers for different games.
Right.
And so I have multiple mice right here. I've got 5 monitors that wrap around me.
Jeez.
And one of them's a laptop, and one of them's a TV for my PS4. But,
okay.
But yes. So I always have all of them go. Actually, the laptop, you can't see the laptop in the stream, but.
Right.
Anyways, I have a $100 paintball barrel right here in a box, and then right next to it, in some bubble wrap, I have another $100 paintball barrel.
Jeez, $100 paintball barrel?
Yeah, the barrel is. Let's see if we can get some light on it. It's from a company called Dye. It's pretty much one of the best brands that there are.
Okay.
This barrel.
That makes sense then.
This barrel. Oops, my brandy almost tipped over. This barrel's got a carbon fiber back. It's got some some chrome stuff on it.
Right.
But yeah, it's a Dye carbon fiber boomstick.
Huh.
You might be able to see.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. You can see the carbon fiber in there, pretty decent, I think. There we
nice.
go. There it is. Yeah, actually, over my shoulder, you can actually see I've got a pink paintball gun on display. Let's see if I go like this. On the left side of the webcam. That's on top of one of my stereo speakers because I've got a turntable because that's how old I am, and I listen to Pink Floyd vinyls. But
that's cool.
But yeah, I've got two pink monitors on those speakers, or
right.
two pink paintball guns on those speakers. They're both Dye matrices. One's from 2003, one's from 2013, and yeah, those are badass paintball guns.
Dang.
I've got 4 really nice paintball guns. that I put a lot of money into. All right,
Right.
so back to the stream here. He stares at the floor, and now I think we should all take a moment. His lips tighten. For Monica! Monica, no! As you start towards the safe house door, a large four-legged form steps around the corner. Dante. Monica's dog, an enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed, a low whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging low. We already saw all this. Why are we doing this again? Let's give him a treat this time. Dante takes the treat in his mouth, but it's clear he has no appetite for it, and the jerky drops to the floor. Leans into you and looks up mournfully, pressing his ribs against your leg. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess I wasn't supposed to keep walking towards the door, I guess. I don't seem that old. I think we're about the same age. I'm 30. I'm 30 years old, King 15.
He's pretty old.
Yeah, samurai socks in his teens.
Yeah, right.
He's still in high school. Dietrich turns his head at your approach. His aging face is traced with a network of faint scars, the legacy of too many fights over too many years. While he still retains a degree of strength and vigor, it's obvious that the shaman you see today is a shadow of his former self. Ah, 26. Okay. It's a good age. My little sister's 26. And
Single?
she is not.
Oh.
Alright, despite all of this, there's still an aura of power surrounding the man. He raises his bottle, offering it to you. Steelflight, raise your bottles. Raise your bottles. Your brandy. Steelflight, welcome. I've got a bottle of schnapps that needs sharing. We've got a fallen comrade to drink to. Take the bottle. To Monica. Prost. The liquor in the bottle is crystal clear, and as you raise it to catch an intoxicating whiff of cloves and caramel, a taste of sweet corn and walnuts with a lingering aftertaste. Buttery toffee. My little sister is 16, so that's not long. Yeah, that's a big gap. 10 years. My little brother's my little sister's 4 years younger than me. My little brother is 6 years younger than me. And I'm hitting on chicks at the gym that are 18, and I'm 30. And then
You ever talk to Dayla again?
And then when I leave the gym, they cry, supposedly. No, I'm gonna go after that though. She's very cute. I'm gonna go after that for sure. I'm gonna.
Right.
Just any of those chicks, man. Any of those chicks that we go in there that are pretty. I mean, she's really not my type.
Right.
I like tiny chicks, but she's so nice. She's so cool.
Yeah.
And she's really pretty. I don't know, unless you guys are. If you're in love with her, you gotta call her though. You gotta call her now.
I'll tell you what though, her brother's a douche.
Yeah, I'll punch him in his fucking mouth. So, yeah, cause like my buddy, really liked Sarah, and he saw her first. So I was like, dude, if you want to call it, man, you call it now before it gets weird. Because I don't want it to be like I'm putting work in, asking you to let me bum a condom or something, and then it gets weird. You know,
Right.
I was like, so call it now. That way we can figure it out, and then I'll let you have your turn. If you can't get on base, you gotta let me pinch hit. Swallow a swig, then return the bottle to Dietrich's outstretched hand. He takes a long pull on the bottle and locks eyes with you. Let me ask you a question, Steelflight. What made you choose to come to Berlin? I actually don't have a damn clue, so... I had my reasons. It's kind of like mysterious. Such as, come on, boss. I'm just trying to figure out who I'm working for here. I think that I deserve to know that much. Member of my old crew betrayed me? Was that the beginning? Oh, yeah. I think your team... Oh, my family. Sister 16, sister 34, sister 34, brother 27, and I don't even know the rest. I don't even know the rest. I'm not going to ask what that means. That's awesome. 2 34-year-old sisters? Like, twins? How does that work? Alright, I think
Probably twins, yeah.
Yeah, a run went bad, and my team paid the price. I don't want to tell him that. Member of my old crew betrayed me. That's pretty cool, because it's not really vague. Ain't that a pisser? I can handle all sorts of things, but betrayal always makes me see red. extenuating circumstances. If he didn't do what he did, his family would have paid the price. Yeah, that's okay. That's rough, but it's still on him, not you. He should have been more careful. What'd you do? What could I do? I faked my own death. It was the only way to save his family's lives. I'm cool with that. Help him out. Wouldn't have been my choice, but good on you, I suppose. All the same, still flight. Saints don't tend to last very long in this line of work. Trust me, watched enough of them to know by now. Wait, enough of them by it to know. Hold on. Trust me, I've watched enough of them by it to know. Oh, enough of them die. Okay, so you faked your own death, bailed on the rest of your team, and made your way here to Berlin. Teacher takes another pull in the bottle. Am I getting that right? More or less. Yeah, Monica. Dietrich raises his bottle again and closes his eyes and takes a long drink. After the moment has passed, he returns his attention to you. It all comes back to our girl, doesn't it? Yeah, twins. Don't know the rest because can't count them all. Jesus. Big family in Estonia. So let me ask, what languages are spoken in Estonia? Is it kind of a hodgepodge? Is there a primary, a secondary? Your English is not bad at all. If that's not your primary language. You mentioned not being able to type very well. I don't know if you mean English or if you just meant literally typing. Let's see here. So let me ask you, what was your relationship with Monica anyway? I know that you two knew each other way back, but she's pretty coy about these things. Why do you want to know? Monica's my friend. I care about her. Dietrich shrugs. I don't know. I guess I just want to get to know her better. There were some areas of her life that have always been a mystery. If you could shed any light on them, I'd be appreciative. She did have a mysterious way about her. So what was the deal between the two of you? Don't leave me in suspense. We were very close. Dude, I don't know. It's Estonian language. I think this is good for me. We teach Russian here in schools, but I didn't bother learning that. Fucking Ruskies. Alright, it's Estonian language? Like English is the primary language? Or like the language is called Estonian? We were business associates, nothing more. Well, that's your lost chummer. She's one of the best women I've ever known. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time. The bottle's almost empty. Never kiss and tell. You know, like you get the naked pictures of the girl, the videos, or whatever. You don't show that to people unless they do you wrong.
Right.
And then it's open season. Thanks for taking the time to talk. For what it's worth, I'm happy you're here with us. Dietrich takes a final pull in the bottle and tips it forward, pouring the rest on the ground. Rest in peace, Monica. We'll miss you, girl. Okay. I think it's like bedtime, because, yeah, it's past 10.
Yeah, probably.
Well, pretty much we got some karma points, and we got a bunch of storyline out of the way. I'm really hoping... Oh, Mike Marshall commented on my post. I've made some...
Ooh.
I made some eggs tonight. Made some hard-boiled eggs for breakfast tomorrow. Do you do that? Do you have hard-boiled eggs for breakfast?
I'm really picky, so not usually. Only eggs I usually eat are scrambled, and most of the time with cheese.
Have you ever had hard-boiled eggs?
Yes, I have.
I have not. I didn't. Until just the other day. It was pretty good.
Okay.
The language is Estonian. E-keel on Easty-keel. That's an example. E-keel on Easty-keel. Well, I'm gonna kill the stream here, so hold on a sec, Samurai. Coon, thanks for showing up, man. Get to bed, because it's 5 in the morning. You need to get some rest. Either that, or hopefully they have some Red Bulls in Estonia. But thanks for checking out the stream. We are going to... I had kind of a short night tonight. I've got a new job that I've had the last couple months, and they're really screwing my hours. I got to get up in about 4 hours from now to go to work, so I'm going to be running pretty tired tomorrow. But I definitely hope to be playing more and more and more. I'm going to stream daily now. I was playing playing Final Fantasy 13-2 on PS3 for a while, trying to wrap that up. And now that I've got that wrapped up, I'm not going to play console at all until I get a new TV. which will probably be 3-4 months from now, I'm guessing. So I'm going to focus 100% on just Twitch streaming as my only video games that I'm playing. Before I was jumping different consoles, doing different things. I'm only going to Twitch stream. So thanks for hanging out, man. Check it next time. We'll catch you later, Coon.